Now, as I close, I want to end with something unique. We all come to these men leadership events and hope to gain something, to improve our business or influence in our community. However, there's one subject that's always left out, and that is women. I feel there's no speech, book, or program that can have the same positive impact to help maximize our potential than to have a supportive woman that's loyal by our sides in all storms. They could be called the tree of life, as we all come from a woman. So often, though, we lose appreciation for them, which is why I want to open your minds up to a story, which I hope will be convicting and cause us to look in the mirror and see if we've been leading the women at our homes and communities, or have we been nothing more than just predators? So let's see if we can gain appreciation again for these trees of life and stop burning down their branches and start treating them like the gift to society. So here we go. Their touch makes a house a home. Their beauty gives designers inspiration. Their warmth makes a child feel loved. Women, the gift to society. The ability to break a man's defense with just a touch. But at the same time, they keep theirs up, so their heart cannot be touched. Women, the gift to society. What does it feel like to be the gift to society? Being wrapped in a hidden box of insecurity, unreal expectations, and fear. Let me transport you into the world of 3 different women and find out. First, we visit the working professional, who to some people might call her an independent woman. But to her, she sees nothing wrong with that, as it just means she's responsible and not looking for a handout from anyone. But when she's at work, she's reminded how much she despises the fact that her male coworkers seem more impressed by her looks than they do her character and work ethic. She's learned to be a little standoffish, since every male that she might laugh at one of their jokes or be nice to seems to mistake her gestures of trying to have a pleasant workplace for something more. However, even with her career success, she's at the stage where she's attending more of her friends' weddings than she is birthday parties. She acts like it's no big deal, but deep down, she has a desire to be married, but fears, out of seeming desperate, to let this be known to anyone. Next, we will visit the multitasking mom. Working a full-time job as well as raising kids is not easy. Some days, all she wishes is to escape alone for a few days to relax. However, she'd be fearful that the house might burn down in her absence. Her husband's a good man, but sometimes she feels like he just doesn't understand her. She has responsibilities for cooking for the family, working 40 hours, cleaning the house, and keeping order. While he feels since he makes more money, it gives him an excuse to not help out. Instead, while home, he tends to be emotionally checked out to the family by watching TV or doing office work, and becomes irritated when bothered. But he does seem to enjoy going to watch football and playing cards with his friends more than he does enjoy spending time with his kids. She's also dealing with the fact that her body has gained some weight that has been almost impossible to get rid of. And all the magazines and TV advertisements with slimmer looking women really make her feel insecure, as she notices that her husband has stopped telling her how beautiful she looks. The last of the women is the beauty queen. No, not the beauty queen holding a crown for winning an official title. More the fact that she's just in the top % of all attractive women in the world. She's learned at a young age her power her looks have over men, and have quickly honed that gift by becoming fluent in the language of makeup and fashion to maximize her spellcasting abilities. Life might seem great, but she has 3 daily struggles. 1. Alienation and jealousy from other women. 2. Constantly knowing every man is undressing her with their eyes. And 3. A lack of emotional security. Even though she seems confident to others, she feels constant anxiety to always look her best all the time. In addition, lacking feeling safe around men, as the pain of sexual abuse no one knows about from her youth still haunts her. But for now, she takes lots of pictures and posts them online, as the short-term attention she gets from men has become sort of like a drug, which keeps her mind numb from the feeling of emptiness while alone that's inside. But deep down, hoping some man will see past the mask of beauty and actually challenge her to become a better person. Now, these 3 women are actually friends, and they go to a local restaurant and take a seat outside. But while waiting, a 10-year-old boy comes up to them and says, "Excuse me, this might sound crazy to ask, but I keep hearing from older men that women are complicated and they have no idea what they want in a man. But even though I'm not of age to start dating, I would like to once I'm older. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with men, and then give me some advice on what women want in a man?" The 3 ladies amused and fascinated by this young boy, so they comply with his requests. And after each tell them their experience with men throughout their life, they all chime in on what women want. The working professional says, "Someone who can respect us as a fellow human being and not just an object or a piece of meat." The multitasking mom said, "Someone loyal and encouraging to us, who can provide for the family financially, but at the same time also provide emotionally to the family and not leave the burden of running the home only to us." The beauty queen said, "Someone who can protect us from harm, as well as someone who has self-control and is not moved so easily by every pretty face he sees, but rather someone who's a man of integrity and character behind closed doors that we can actually respect, who has something positive they're actually passionate about trying to achieve instead of only being passionate about chasing us. Because trust me, we'll happily follow them if they actually have conviction on where they're going in life." The little boy looked astonished and said, "That's it?" Then he said, "All that would be hard for me to do now because of course I'm just a little boy. But eventually I won't be a little boy. And once I become a man, then I would think that's just things men do." Then he decides to give the ladies some advice and told them, "Maybe your problem with men is you've only been meeting little boys like me."